Welcome to the Paradigm Shift, episode 66. Wow! Let's get nuts right now. 66 episodes. No week off. Unbelievable. Waiting for our partner in crime, Big Dave, to hop on here, and we're going to get started. Oh, I see him right there. He's in Greece right now. He's probably glowing, I can imagine, looking extra handsome, which is a little bit concerning for me because he's going to outshine me, but it is what it is. So there's that. I'm going to bring on Big Dave right now, and let's get rock and rolling. We have a very special guest today who I am very excited about. Alvin, we're going to bring you on in less than 5, brother. Less than 5. Big Dave, do this. Handsome sandwiches, adorable applesauce, sexy salads. Let's see what he's got today. Wow! Woo! There he is!
What?
You look great.
Hey, what's going on?
Out there in Greece, no big deal. How you doing?
We're not going to miss the week no matter where I am. If I'm in a bus, in a plane, in a train, it's like green eggs and ham. I will be here. Yes, I am.
Wow. He's a poet and he didn't even know it. And you look super sexy today. How many sexy salads do you have this morning?
5. I've had 5 sexy salads. Greek salads, by the way, with the best cucumbers, onions, and tomatoes and feta cheese you can find in Athens.
I love a Greek salad. How's it going out there?
Oh, we're getting ready for, the easier part of the trip, the Mykonos and Santorini island hopping. But we had extraordinary tours today. We've had amazing meals, and my entire family and my friends are out here. You cannot ask for better people and better weather, better place to be. So it's the better life that I'm living every day.
Dave, you're an inspiration, brother. What time is it out there? Is it about 5:30 p.m.?
Yeah, 5:32 p.m. and we're gonna get rocking and rolling after this.
Let's do it. Ready for me?
I've been ready, buddy. Thanks.
I see a lot of people that want to do big, cool, exciting things, but they usually crumble at the first sign of adversity. And my opinion is because there's a big difference between being interested and being committed. Would you agree? And what is that difference?
The difference, by the way, there's a difference between anything and commitment. Commitment is the desire that you must be what you can be. It's the ability to take the pain, setbacks, failures, and mistakes and have faith that you're being protected and promoted. It's the ability to make the investment in yourself. It's the ability to manage your time and your perspective with accountability and productivity, accessibility, and gratitude, all wrapped up into a big ball of success. But I think the biggest factor is the perspective of time, that those people that don't crumble know it's part of the process, know it's part of the journey. They understand compound interest, aggregate effect, exponential growth of behaviors and of business behaviors. And when you understand that detachment from outcomes, knowing that time itself, variable, time is defined by the causes that you put in, the energy you put in, and the outcomes you desire. And the biggest misuse of time is between a cause, which we cause a problem, and the solution that exists inside of that problem, but at a different consciousness, an elevated consciousness. The only differentiator between a problem and a solution isn't time, right? Problems and solution exist on the same time frame. It's the level of consciousness that elevates you to find the light, the love, and the lesson. Once you find the light, the love, and the lessons in a problem, it isn't a problem anymore. It's a solution. And so I want people to grab a hold of that, and they'll find out how easy it is to accelerate, grow, and compound your good behavior and detach your emotions from those outcomes and put them into the causes.
I think you're even more articulate out there in Greece. Unbelievable.
It must
really
be
are. Yeah, it definitely is. Also, is there any way to see a background out there?
Julie's on the other side, so she said no. But I got the curtain here. We don't have the water. We're in Athens, so probably not right now.
I mean, you really do, but I was just being selfish. We're going to ask one more nugget, and we're going to bring on Alvin, and I'm excited. How does one give their imagination some more exercise?
Yeah, well, I think when you know the mathematical quantified value of imagination, that most people live their life in nothingness. They live their lives like a tube, food in, food out. And the only difference between nothingness, possibility, probability, and probability perspective is imagination. The minute you imagine what you want, it takes the nothingness, the feeling of overwhelmness, the feeling of procrastination, the feeling of nothingness, emptiness, feeling stuck. The minute you imagine what you want, it's a possibility. And when you can elevate yourself into a field of possibility instead of a field of nothingness, there's a quantitative advantage in your life. So we want to practice when we feel nothingness, when we feel stuck, when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel that unbelievable emptiness. All you got to do is start imagining what you want and take it up to the field of possibility. Inspiration will take it to probability, and hard work, practical behavior with discipline, strategy, and awareness will take that probability and make it your reality, your perspective.
Yeah, I love you. And Trey, one of my favorite things that you say, and there's a lot of Dave hits, is that just the simple thought of something, it becomes a possibility. And then you take one piece of action, possibility turns into probability. I love the way you say that.
You got it, man. And it's true. It's the story of my life. But talking about a guy that not only puts possibilities and probabilities into his perspective, but he empowers other people the same way you and I do to do the same. His life is dedicated, especially to the kids out there. And this guy makes me look like he's Shakespeare compared to me. It's like playing, asking Picasso to play with crayons when you talk about energy. And there's a certain rhyme to my boy Alvin's time. Just wait till you hear him give us his incredible inspiration.
We're going to bring him on right now. And also, you really are a sex panther, my man. You look great. You're glowing. Sex 60.
Break on. Here we go. Oh.
Big Alvin, thank you for joining us, brother. Welcome.
Hey, good morning, Craig. Hey, David, how you doing this morning, man? I wish I was in Greece with you. That sounds amazing.
Everybody's always invited. I have no limitations on my VIP list, and of course, my VIP starts with the big A, and that's why we have you on today.
Yeah, you are a poet and didn't know
it. See? I'm excited. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful Saturday, Alvin.
It is.
And let's just dive right in. I know the audience is in for such a treat with this. One of the things that you always talk about, and I think it's so beautiful, and I think the audience will get a lot of value from today. I'm just going to what does it mean to be a dreamer?
Oh, boy.
Where do I begin, right?
Well, that's hard because that's not something that I wanted. Many times, Craig, I felt like it was a gift, but also a curse. Because when you have those big dreams and aspirations and you know that you can do it or you think you can do it, and when it's not happening for you, it's really, really difficult sometimes to stay engaged and to stay purposeful, on purpose. And, but man, I think to maybe get back to that question, what it means to be a dreamer, I think we all have dreams. I know that trauma has stopped a lot of us from experiencing those dreams. I've heard it said that at the place of trauma, a lot of kids have stopped dreaming. And I know I had some trauma early in my life, about 9 years old. And that's probably about when the dreams started dissipating. And it's very interesting. We were at a dinner after Dave's deal in California a couple of weeks ago. And one of the ladies at the table asked, what would your 10-year-old self be really mad at you about that you're not doing today? Because at 10 years old, you were probably dreaming and, you wanted to be Superman, or you wanted to go to the moon, or you used to play the piano and now you don't do it anymore. And so what would your 10-year-old self be mad at you about? And man, that was a really interesting question. And I don't know how I answered that. But I've asked that question in rooms since that, and it's one that makes people really think about it.
Yeah. Dave, what
What
do you
does it mean
find?
to be a dreamer? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fearless
I
in the
love
midst
when
of it.
people, give me a different way to look at things. And I always say when, studying Wayne Dyer, you change the way you think, the Xanders, the things you look at change. And, I'm, you know, looking forward right now and saying, what would my 10-year-old self, you know, be mad at me about? And uh, I think it would be like, what took you so long? I think
Right.
what took you so long, my friend? You left me. You left that 10-year-old, the big, dreaming, hard hitting, hard working 10-year-old, and you replaced it with the wrong people and the wrong ideas. Why did it take so long to figure this out? Because we knew it when we were 10. You lost it along the way, and you gave it up. Why did it take you so long? And he
There we go.
mad at me that I left it and it took me so long to find it. What I is I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and worthy. I just need to work on what I'm doing to interfere with it. Because when I was 10, I lived in a world where I was going to take it over and
We
hope in
all did,
everyone.
right?
Yeah, and what took me so long? That's a great question. I'm gonna use that. You'll be seeing that on the playbook. I'll be asking people something like,
That's okay. I think I stole it from Jen. I think it was
that.
her who brought it up at dinner.
That's why I put the
Yeah.
good people together. We all share. We all elevate together. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's a really deep and profound question, and I love the way you turn that around, Alvin. It's good stuff. Um, I wanted to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
I was doing some homework because I'm a fan, and I saw you say something along the lines of become good at what you do, and you followed it up with this. It starts with a vision. How important is that for anyone that's watching this right now that wants to do big, epic, exciting things and maybe change their life a little bit, but they're a little stuck? To start with a vision and become good at what you do.
I'll tell you the vision and the dream kind of go together. Maybe it starts with a dream, and then that vision, I think, Craig, has to grow legs, right? So from the dream, it turns into a vision of how it can be done. And I'm still working on that part. So because I have a vision, the dream started so many years ago, and I could go back and I know that I'm in it, but I remember one specific part of it. Man, I was in a really high building in an office. I was an older guy, and I'm not there yet, and I can tell you how I know that. Uh, but I was wearing a suit, but I had on suspenders, and I was looking out at this window, and I said, "Wow, God, man, thank you for all the things that you've given me the ability to have charge over." But in every office since that dream, Craig, that I've gone in every office that I've had, I've gone to the window and looked out and said, "This isn't it. This isn't the vision or the dream that I've had." So from that dream, then we fall back into reality and then go, okay, now I need a vision to be able to get there. And so that vision grows the legs. And I think now I like to say I'm in purpose on purpose because I know what that vision looks like and I know what it'll take to get there. And as I have become a part of different communities to make me become better, that vision expounds because now there are people that have been assigned to us to make that dream come true or to make that vision happen. I really believe that. There have been people that have been waiting for us to show up so that they can support us in that vision or dream that God has given us, because that's why we're here. When we're in purpose, on purpose, that purposeful part, somebody else has a part to fulfill in that to help make that thing happen. And so
Right.
getting good just makes all that happen.
In purpose, on purpose. That sounds like Dave's type of frequency right there.
Man, that's why we've gravitated to each other.
I was gonna say, it's no coincidence that the time was right for Alvin and I to get together and to create even more good together. And I think where I align with this and say it in a different way is that I'm very realistic today on doing my best and learning lessons today and having fun today in a trajectory towards my bigger vision, one that scares not only me, but scares anyone that I run into, any coincidental occurrence of someone with options, opportunities, and touches a favor in my life. And if I'm not scaring you when you meet me, if I don't scare you when you say, Dave, what are you up to? And what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to change the world. And people double taking me, what do you say? I want to change the world, man. I want to empower over 1 billion people to be happy. I'm going to teach the world to make money, help people, and have fun. I'm going to change a collective consciousness. I'm going to change a mindset of the entire world. Now, if you've never met me, I hope that scares the shit out of you. I hope it scares me to actually put it out there in words to people, to have the humility to say, I can do this, but I need your help. And I need to have a plan today and a trajectory of a vision that's so big tomorrow it scares everyone, including me. So I do my best each day. I learn lessons each day, and I have fun each day. And I bring as many people with me as I can by being productive, but also accessible. And most importantly, reconciling gratitude with time and evaluating at all time what's important to me, people and ideas, to evaluate, is it worth my time to find the light, the love, and the lessons each day. And I'll tell you, it's been 66 straight weeks. So Craig Siegel, if you don't know where I reconcile my gratitude towards you as a mentee, a friend, an associate, then let my actions speak louder than my words when I tell you, Alvin and Craig, that I'm blessed to have both of you at my frequency in my neighborhood, and the coincidences keep on coming and things keep getting more and more easier and less dis-easier. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I love you so much, buddy. And thank you for taking time to Greece. Alvin, thank you. I'm excited to connect further and do some more things together. And I just want to leave you this final nugget. Alvin, I know you talk about this a lot, and so does Dave. And it's so important to everyone listening right now. Enjoy the journey. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's today I'm in Beaumont, Texas, where I grew up. I'm on my way to a funeral for my ex-mother-in-law. And, you talk about enjoying the journey. I'm sitting in a house that is so weird, Craig. About 5 or 6 years ago, we've stayed, I've been part of this family since I was like 14 years old. So she's been a mom to me. And I went to her house about 6 years ago. And I said, wow, man, God, somebody's got to do something about this bathroom, man. We got all these grown grandkids making all this money. They need to fix this for their grandmother. And I just heard a little voice on the inside of me say, that's your job. So immediately we went out and I bought this house for them to live in. And now I'm sitting here on the patio and enjoying the journey. For me, my journey could have and should have, and I tried to end it so many years ago and could have ended so many times. And if we are not enjoying where we are and enjoying the process of getting better, then what is this life worth? Because where is the destination? Where does it end? It doesn't end here. So we may as well enjoy every part of that process. And I've worked so hard, man, to try to make sure that everybody around me has had a great life, that I've enjoyed that so much more than enjoyed other types of experiences. And so now I'm at the point where I think the experiential lifestyle, along with making the lifestyle better for everybody else, is the next step for me. So I'm excited about that, man. And my mother-in-law lived a wonderful life, and we get to celebrate her today. And so, Craig, thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey going forward.
Beautifully said. For the audience, go follow Alvin, see all the great things he's got going on. And as always, my partner in crime, Big Dave, thank you for taking the time in Greece and enjoy some family time. I love you guys.
I want to
Thank you
tell
so
you,
much, man. Have a great day.
Consistent pursuit of your potential. Send my love to your family, and I appreciate and love the fact that you would come on such a special day. Celebrate all that's celebratable. Be more interested than interesting and kind to your future self. Keep on doing good deeds, boys. I'll see you both soon.
Thank you,
Have a
Dave.
great.
Yeah, we will.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So the Paradigm Shift episode 66 in the books. Guys, go follow Alvin, see all the great things he's got going on. Obviously, Big Dave taking the time from Greece. Wow. Dream big and don't ever forget, enjoy the journey, because if not, what's the point? So be present today in every single activity that you do. Make it magical, and then you stack magical moments one after the other, and then all of a sudden you are living a life of your dreams. Everything is just special. And be grateful for every single moment, the good and sometimes the obstacles and so forth, guys. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Have an unbelievable weekend. And like I said, enjoy the journey and make every single activity magical. You dig? I love you guys. Have a great weekend.